Alright, in this video, we're going to be going over the new top 5 underrated guns here in Modern Warfare 2 Season 3. These are weapons you can use to shake up the meta, but still go ahead and drop a lot of kills and secure that MGB nuke. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, and let me know down in the comment section, what is your current KD ratio as of right now? And if things couldn't get any better, Boss Services got you covered. If you want the new Nuke Skin, help getting iridescent and ranked, or maxing out all your weapons and unlocking gold, platinum, polyatomic, and Orion, Boss Services can take care of your Call of Duty needs. With thousands of reviews, you can't go wrong. All links are gonna be at the top of the description, and you can use code EARS for 5% off their store. So for the first class that we're taking a look at, the M13B. The M13B received a numerous amount of buffs within Season 2 and within Season 3, and this weapon is now viable. So for the first attachment, we are going to utilize the Bruin Flash Grip here to increase that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed. I'm going to get that first shot and get a good chance at getting that kill. Now for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that sprint to fire speed to -0.26 and more recoil steadiness at +0.81. A great attachment and tune combination for this assault rifle. We are not using a stock. These are not going to help us out for this specific class setup, but we are going to run an optic, and we're going to be using that SC Sigma optic. This is actually a viable choice on the M13B. Now, if you don't like this, you can rock the Chrono Mini Pro, and the best thing about it, the tuning is going to be the same as well. So for the aim down sight speed, we're going to be going ahead and increasing that to -2.81. We're leaving the eye position alone. I have some other attachments that require eye position changes, but for these type of optics, we don't have to go ahead and mess with it. We are not running a laser. These are not going to help us out, but we are going to rock that Bruin 14-inch Echelon barrel. This is going to be a mandatory attachment on the M13 if you want to be able to outgun M4, TAC-56, and ISO Hemlock users consistently. We're going to have increased damage range, bullet velocity, hipfire accuracy as a nice bonus, as well as that recoil control. Now for the tuning, we are going to bump up that aim down sight speed to -0.10 and more recoil steadiness at +0.39. Now we are going to rock a muzzle, and that's going to be the Echolus 80 here. You're going to love this attachment on the M13B. We're going to be able to get behind their spawn, live a quick and easy streak, and benefit from that bullet velocity, damage range, and additional recoil smoothness. Everything we need on this assault rifle. Now for the tuning, we're bumping up the bullet velocity at +0.84 and recoil smoothness at +0.59. And then finally, we are going to utilize the Edge 47 grip here. This is going to be a great attachment on the M13 specifically, smoothing out that recoil pattern, giving us that stability as well as recoil stabilization. For the tuning, we are bumping up that aim walking speed at -0.08 and more stabilization at +0.46. When you go ahead and jump in the firing range, you're going to be very happy because this weapon not only has a quick ADS, but it's also going to be very controllable even at those medium ranges. Remainder of the build is going to be the dual Kadachis, the stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks, we are utilizing double time scavenger, resupply. Luckily, the reload is fast as well as quick fix. And for the field upgrades, we have a munitions box and dead silence. A great class you guys should take a look at. The M13B is now a meta AR. Now for setup number 2, we're taking a look at the M4. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, wait, the M4 is considered underrated? Right now, I technically would consider this weapon like on the borderline of being meta and not meta. I feel like a lot of people like the TAC-56, the ISO Hemlock, as well as the KASTOV 7.62 over the M4, but that definitely does not mean this weapon is bad. Now, for the attachments, we are going to utilize the Phantom Grip under the rear grip category. A great attachment on the M4, bumping up that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed. Definitely a great attachment on this assault rifle. We're going to be able to get a quick ADS, get that first shot, and with this weapon, we're getting that kill. Now, for the tuning, we're bumping up that sprint to fire speed some more to -0.16 and more recoil steadiness at +0.84. Again, we are not running a stock. You're going to see a lot of these ARs that run optics. We're not using a stock on them, but we are going to rock an optic here. This is going to be the Chrono Mini Pro. We're rocking this one on the M4. I like this attachment over the SZ as I would run on the M13. The Chrono Mini Pro, that blue dot sight, is going to be perfect here. For the tuning, we're going to be bumping up that aim down sight speed to -3. That's it. We're not messing with the eye position. We are not going to utilize a laser. These are going to be hurting the M4, not helping it. But we are going to rock a barrel, and that's going to be that 20-inch high tower barrel. This is going to be a mandatory attachment on the M4 if you want a long range loadout. We're going to have increased bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, as well as hip fire accuracy as a nice bonus. For the tuning, we're going to be bumping up that aim down sight speed to -0.10 and more recoil steadiness at +0.29. We are rocking the EXoticPSD 80 again. We're going to be suppressing this weapon, allowing us to get by on the spawn, build up a quick and easy streak, and benefit from velocity, damage range, and additional smoothness. For the tuning, we're bumping up that velocity some more to +0.77 and more smoothness at 1.22. A great attachment tune combo. You're going to love it on the M4. And then finally, for the underbarrel, we are running the FTAC Grip 56 here. A little bit of a different attachment choice. This is going to drastically smooth out that recoil pattern. And for the tuning, we're going to be bumping up that aim walking speed at -0.15 and stabilization at +0.54. When you go in the firing range, you're going to be incredibly happy because not only are we going to have a quick ADS, but also a very easy M4 class to use. Very low recoil, very easy to take out at those medium ranges. Main of the loadout is going to be the dual Kadachis, stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks we have on double time scavenger, resupply, luckily like the M13, the M4 has a fast reload, quick fix, and for the field upgrades we have a munitions box and dead silence. This is a phenomenal build. Definitely go ahead and give this a try if you're trying to shake up the meta and not run the TAC 56 or the ISO Hemlock. Now for class number 3, we're taking a look at the AK-12, aka the KASTOV 545. This is a straight monster. This is probably one of the most underrated weapons in the entire game. It is criminal that people are not running this. So for the first attachment, we are going to be utilizing the True Tac Grip. On all of the KASTOV variations, the True Tac Grip is going to be a phenomenal choice, allowing us to have increased sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed, getting that first shot. And with this variation of the 545, we're getting that kill. For the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that sprint to fire speed some more to -0.42, as well as aim down sight speed at -0.29. Now, on this class setup, we are going to utilize a stock, and we're going to rock the ProLite TL3 stock. The broadside FCT is also a good option, but I feel this is a lot easier to control because we're going to have increased sprint speed, aim walking speed, crouch movement speed, as well as aim down sight speed, everything we need to go ahead and run and gun and destroy players at close to medium ranges. For the tuning, we're bumping up that aim walking speed some more to -1.86, as well as aim down sight speed at -0.77. A phenomenal attachment and tune combo. We are not running an optic because the KASTOV's iron sights are going to be perfect for the specific run and gun class setup. We're not utilizing a laser. These are not going to help us out. But we are going to rock a barrel, and that's going to be the 342mm Socken KL barrel. This is going to be a mandatory attachment, allowing us to have increased movement speed, aim down sight speed. The cons are going to be completely irrelevant. For the tuning, we're bumping up that aim down sight speed to -0.36 and more aim walking speed at -0.44. Remember, this is going to be an aggressive run and gun build. For the muzzle, we have on the Komodo Heavy. This is going to reduce the horizontal recoil, giving a straight vertical, which is going to be incredibly, and I mean incredibly, easy to control. For the tuning, we're bumping up that gun kick control at +0.30 and more aim down sight speed at -0.49. And then finally, for the underbarrel, because this is going to be an aggressive class setup, we're rocking that Shark Fin 90 to smooth out that recoil pattern, 0 cons, which is a massive W here. And for the tuning, we're going to be increasing that aim walking speed at -0.15 and more aim down sight speed at -0.77. When you jump in the firing range, you're going to be very pleased because we do have a quick ADS and obviously controllable recoil. This weapon is going to be nasty. Remainder of the build is going to be the dual Kadachis, stun grenade, we got the proximity mine, and for the perks we have on double time scavenger, resupply, the reload is lickety split with this weapon, as well as quick fix, and for the field upgrades we have a munitions box and dead silence. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out this class. It is amazing. This is probably one of the most underrated weapons in the entire game. Now, for class set number 4, we're taking a look at the MINIBAK. This is a dangerously underrated SMG that is meta here in Season 3. So for the first attachment, we are going to utilize the True Tack Grip. Like all the KASTOV variants, it's going to be great, allowing us to have that increased sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed. Now, for the tuning, we are going to be bumping up that sprint to fire speed some more to -0.29 and recoil steadiness at +0.77. For the stock, or I should say technically the no stock, we are going to utilize that stockless mod, increasing that aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, and hip recoil control to drastically bump up that close range handling. Unfortunately, we can't tune this attachment. We are not running an optic because the iron sights are crystal clear on the MINIBAK. We're not running a laser. These are not going to help us out, but instead, we are going to rock a barrel, and we're going to rock that Bach 9 279mm barrel. This is going to be a mandatory attachment unless you want a lot of hit markers, which I know we don't want to have. So make sure you guys have this on with that increased damage range, hip fire accuracy, as well as bullet velocity. It helps out both close and long ranges here. For the tuning, we are going to bump up that aim down sight speed to -0.23 and more recoil steadiness at +0.37. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to utilize the Bruin Cubic Com. This is actually a great attachment on the MINIBAK. Rocking this weapon loud and proud, so we can have horizontal as well as vertical recoil control. For the tuning, we are going to bump up that gun kick at +0.30 and more stabilization at +0.75. And then finally, we are going to go ahead and rock the MINIBAK grip mag. This is going to be increasing that stability as well as recoil stabilization, smoothing out that recoil pattern. Unfortunately, you can't tune this, but it does not matter because once you do go ahead and jump in the firing range, you're going to have a MINIBAK that has a quick ADS, and it's still going to be controllable even up to medium ranges. Main of the build is going to be the dual Kadachis, stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks we have on double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades we are running munitions box and dead silence. This is a great class you guys should definitely take a look at if you're looking for a MINIBAK build that can pack a punch that's also good at running and gunning. And finally, for class number 5, we're taking a look at the TAC-V, the big daddy to the TAC-56. This is a strong battle rifle that plays just like an assault rifle. So for the first attachment, we are going to utilize not the rear grip here. These are not going to help out the TAC-V, but we are going to jump right over to the stock, and we're going to rock that TAC brute stock to bump up that aiming stability and recoil control. We're going to need this to control the high damage rounds. Now for the tuning, we are going to be increasing that aim walking speed at -1.01 and more aim down sight speed at -1.94. A phenomenal attachment and tune combo. We are not running an optic. These are going to be irrelevant. The TAC's iron sights are perfect for close range, medium range, and long ranges. And we're also going to skip over the laser. This is going to be a more medium to long range build. We are going to rock a barrel, and that's going to be that Lance 50 12-inch barrel here. Want to go ahead and equip this to increase that aim down sight speed and hip recoil control. We need to bump up that medium to close range handling here. The cons are going to be completely irrelevant. For the tuning, we're bumping up that aim down sight speed to -0.34 and recoil steadiness at +0.35. We're almost going to mirror them here, but we're going to have that close and long range benefit, which is going to be key. Now, for the muzzle we have on that SA Leveler 55, we're going to have to rock this on the TAC-V to drastically reduce that vertical and horizontal recoil, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this attachment. Now for the tuning, we're bumping up that gun kick at +0.29 and more stabilization at +0.65. Now for the underbarrel, we have that F-Type 56 to smooth out that recoil pattern and give us a very easy to use yet high damage battle rifle / assault rifle. For the tuning, we're increasing that aim walking speed at -0.13 and more stabilization here at +0.52. Best of both worlds, close range as well as long range, and because it only has a 20 round mag by default, we are going to utilize that 30 round magazine to bump that up so you can take out as many people as possible with one mag. And once you do jump in the firing range, you're gonna be very happy because we have a high damage battle rifle, assault rifle, quick ADS that is still going to be controllable. So we'll have to go ahead and give this class setup a try. Main of the build is going to be the dual Kadachis, stun grenade, proximity mine, and for the perks we have on double time scavenger, resupply, quick fix, and for the field upgrades we're using munitions box and dead silence. This is a phenomenal loadout. Definitely go ahead and mix the meta with the TAC-V. Now these are going to be the top 5 underrated weapons to use after the season 3 update. Definitely give these a go. If there are 2 weapons you check out right now, the M13B is a great choice here. buffed so many times, it's now really good. You can also go ahead and give the AK-12 a try, the KASTOV 545. You're gonna go crazy with this weapon. If you guys do enjoy what I end up tearing up with these class tips, let me know down in the comment section. And as always, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one, man. Deuces.